Oh yeah!
Alright, hope everybody's having a good one. Welcome to Planet Coaster 2 with Cookie Pirate. Today we are jumping into the Tropical Park. Gonna continue working there. Sorry about that. Got something on my second monitor here that I'm trying to get set up. Well, let's go ahead and load in here. Taking a little bit of time to load up. Alright, there we are. Sorry. So, last time the big thing that we did was get this coaster open. We didn't do much. Well, no, that was 2 times ago, sorry. The last time we didn't do too much, but we actually removed the surf coaster from up here. And we got it open over here. We also took up the RMC. And that one has not yet been replaced. And I think maybe we'll come up with something, you know, for back here maybe this evening. Hey, Darkhound Doom, welcome. How are you? Hey, Maria. The game takes a bit longer to load all the warnings. Oh. But yeah, I think there's just a lot of, I think as the park is getting bigger, and with the updates to game mechanics from Update 8, there's more going on. So that could be part of it. Let's go through all of this and get this taken care of. Oh, there's a whole lot of these that are in poor condition for whatever reason. They're above 50%. They usually don't give you that notice until they're at 50% or below. I think with these games, the more that's on screen, it seems to lag a little to load. Yeah, I'm not totally sure how all that works, but... nobody's around to deal with that there. Yeah. It's pretty typical. Repair all vandalism. I gotta step up real quick, I'm sorry. Oh, I just got here. Let me get my jacket and a little bit of water here. My voice is starting to break up a little bit. I think part of it may be due to the fact that I actually had something cold for dinner before I started streaming. Alright. Got me a sparkling water. That stuff is really good for clearing up. Like if you have congestion and stuff like that, I find it helpful. Is Dale Get Out of My Park still working in your park? Oh, that's funny. I'm good. They've been trying to plan and figure how to organize the office better. I need better shelves. Yeah. That can definitely be a bit of a challenge. I've gone through that before. Right, let's go into the staff. I believe he's working. I don't know why by default it spawns in reverse alphabetical order. Yeah, there he is right there. I got a laugh out of that. Oh, no, it's not. It's out of my park, not get out of my park, but yes. We'll bump all their pay up here. Apprehending Vandal. Just a very random King Coaster laugh right there all of a sudden. Oh, sorry, out of my park. I'm bad with names. That's alright. Okay, we can go ahead and resume. Good lord. I'm going to see about doing, sorry. About doing Flight Sim this weekend. This is actually pretty busy. It's kind of nice to see. And a whole lot of activity down here. Let me get some cameras down here, just to kind of... just for good measure. I don't think the ride station really needs one. Alright, we've got a couple there. That got clipped a bit. This is not a permanent, like, queue organization or anything like that. This is just kind of what was with the original, and then we just tied it into the path there. Let's see how this coaster's doing. Well, the line is definitely tapered off. Yeah, it's still all the way up the staircase. So there's a pretty good crowd for this coaster. Decent activity up here at the gift shop. Not much in the restaurant right now. There's a few people, not really many over at this one. Yeah, that's losing money. This one's making a bit. I just don't think it's really busy enough for 2 restaurants. Particularly, nobody really seems to be eating outside for the time being. I wonder if maybe we can adjust the timing of that so they don't sit, you know, at the bottom of the lift for quite as long. That lift goes so fast. These the Intamin Gigas and the Intamin Wings have like a cable lift, which make them go pretty fast. Hold on tight and enjoy your ride. Coaster just rip roars through all of this. Excuse me. One thing we'll have to do is fix the railroad going down through all of that. Bored, queuing for a long time. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, now you see the effects. They're kind of getting a little bit anxious. So that's kind of a new feature with the update. Like, these people are excited, but once they get in the line here, they get bored. We've got to get somebody back up here to attend the ride so it doesn't sit long. Okay, he's not too far away, but let's go ahead and just give him a little bit of a shortcut to get back up to the ride. Alright, there we go. That'll help. It's actually, yeah, it's in the final brakes. We want to get that out of here. As soon as he gets back to the platform, people will get on the ride and should be considerably happier. I need something fun to do. Yeah, get on the coaster. Yep, they're excited. Alright, so that's good. Trave Winds doesn't have much scenery. The queue scenery around it is really good, it said. So we probably just need some more probably just some more scenery around the ride. Like, if you look at it, the around the station is really good, but then around the entire rest of the coaster it is bland. So, they need something fun and they're at the theme park. Yeah. Well, it's because they got bored standing in line for so long. And that's one of the new mechanics introduced with Update 8, which I really like. Believe me, I get anxious waiting in line for, you know, 45 minutes, an hour, etc., stuff like that. Hang on just a second here. Alright, sorry about that. Had a quick phone call to take. Maria, sell them something while they're in the line. See, they're more excited. They're enjoying it, even though they're sitting on the brakes waiting for the other train to get back. So I think we need to turn up the station timing on that. That's in operations. Yeah, let's see how that does. That should be good. Gotta figure out how to section off the back of the park. That right there was the tunnel for the RMC that was there. Yeah, this over here always becomes a bit tricky. Whoa! That glitched all of a sudden. And we're all the way across the map all of a sudden there. Let's get that fixed. And I mean, we can fine-tune this. I'm not gonna really worry too much about tapering it all down right now. We'll have to kind of cut through some of this here. We got a lot of room to work with over here. Alright, let me go in here, take a look at a couple things. Park rating. 23 attractions, so we should add 2 new ones. And then the park reputation. So let's just see if we take a look here. Temperature, it's kind of a mild day. This pool over here is nice and warm at 23 Celsius. That's pleasant water. And then it's a little warmer in the building. Then if you go in, you have to zoom in to actually see, but you can tell the temperature is warmer inside the building. A little bit more pleasant. You can tell it's shaded. I wish they would give a little more color contrast with this here. It's just a little bit tricky. Like when you're zoomed out, is it okay? Is it... Yeah, you can tell that's well shaded. Yeah, when you see the contrast right up close, it's noticeable, but thunderstorm risk. Condition, pool safety, needs cleaning. Alright, let's take a look here. Most everything seems okay. There's a bit of litter over here that we may need to clean up. Let's just grab a janitor, kind of assist with that. And I suppose we could grab some barrel bins for some trash cans. Kind of set those up here. Never even really noticed that that was an issue here. It's probably because the ride is getting more crowded as it's becoming a bit more popular. Oh, yeah, there's a bit right there too. Now let's grab some barrel benches for people to sit down, because we actually don't have seating areas over here. So I think we could just put a couple benches right there for people getting off the ride. We could do the same thing kind of back there. Maybe 1 or 2 right over here. Or 3. And then maybe a couple just right down here. Some seating options for people getting off that. Then they have a long way back to the main path. So let's give them that. We go back into the heat map to see some areas. Aha! Somebody busted the bin. Really? Somebody barfed getting off of the train? Get somebody to clean that up, I suppose. Somebody knocked over these garbage bins. Are you kidding me? Man, what's with people? Look at all the trash. Oh, it's getting kind of picked up, but we need them to fix the bins. Get all that cleaned up. And there's a little bit of litter over there. It's not horrible. Plenty of good coverage over there. Yeah. Seems to be okay overall. Just a couple trouble spots to kind of keep an eye on. But overall, nothing too egregious, so... Hey, Cat, hi to GE. What's going on? Yeah, so in the meantime, we're just kind of tidying up some spots in the park. Kind of looking to expand out this area. Kind of up here as well. While I'm thinking about it, I do want to... Oh, we just made that super deep. Wasn't really trying to do that there, but try to tidy up some of these mountain edges. Yeah, we don't need that there now. And if we want to put all of this over the water, or most of it or something like that, I suppose we could kind of carve out a lake. Yeah, let's actually look at doing that. We made that maybe a bit too deep. Yeah, in fact, we probably did a little bit. That right there might be a little too shallow. Kind of smooth over the rest of that. But I don't want to carve too much out of the mountainside, so I'm just kind of being careful of where I layer this. And this little bit right over here is kind of supposed to be like a beach edge. Let's go through all of that. Tie the water in over there. Terrain up over here is supposed to stick out. So if we level that and kind of tie it in right there on the edge. Alright, but we've got the basin in place, set up. So let's go over here, add the water in, and just kind of see how it looks. Right there. Come on. Yeah, there we go. And, I mean, I've got the general gist of it, but, yeah, I think we're gonna want to try to clean some of that up a bit. It's probably okay for now. It's actually not really... And that's not too deep at all. Should be okay. Yeah, we'll kind of clean some of that up. The plan for this, though, is to kind of tie this area and this up here kind of together. So maybe we reroute the path a little bit and have it branch off kind of to the water park. I believe is going to occupy this plot of land down here. So the train may get rerouted or something like that. We'll see. But looking at that, let me go in and fix this. This right here looks pretty sloppy, so let's do a little work with that right here. There really isn't any land over here that I think has to be preserved. Kind of button some of this up over here. This right over here is a little bit too shallow, so we can kind of compress that in a little bit. And yeah, let's come back and add the water back. Come on, there we go. Yeah, that definitely looks better. May still be a little bit of fine-tuning. We gotta figure out something over here. Good enough for now. If we want to do a little scenery painting, or I should say terrain painting, rather. This would be Good chance to do that. Maybe we could taper some of that down. There's just some of these vertical edges like that just don't look great. At least by doing this, we know where the edge of the water should be. Tie that back end together. Well, what's going on, Dale? Orca's looking better than ever, absolutely loving it. I appreciate that. Now we just gotta figure out how we want to tie all that back together. We can definitely extend the strip of sand and beach out over this. Kind of more or less like that. Paint all that over. We could do some terrain shading and stuff too. Looking awesome. I appreciate that. I'm trying. It's a work in progress, still very much. Actually shade that back in with grass. Not alright here. Might do a little bit of, well, I was gonna say we could maybe do a little bit of terrain work right there, but I think it's gonna depend on how it kind of merges back in with the path over here, kind of how we reroute this, because there's probably room for a couple things. I'd like to maybe kind of clip that there. And then we gotta figure out what to do with this over here. Talk about that in a bit. This is very likely to get rerouted. This is going to get moved and relocated. Got this beautiful coaster over here. We should probably build some stuff up around it. Check it out whenever. Is it a park or a just like a single ride or blueprint? Couple floating palm trees now. I do want to do a little bit of terrain work over here, just in preparation for whenever it becomes time to add some new stuff in the area. Build up some of this terrain and make it a little more realistic over here. Just don't want to build it up too much into the wing. It's a tropical park with a lazy river going around a volcano mountain. Might have to check that out in a bit. Sounds intriguing. Just kidding, it's Christmas Park to get you and your viewers in the spirit. Let's fix that there. I mean, I'm already pretty much in the in the Christmas spirit. But yeah, that'll probably just get everybody even more in it. Should be pretty awesome. We'll check it out here in a little while. Got room to do a little more mountain work right back here along the edge. There's really nothing that we can put right up against the very edge of the park map, so that's I think a good opportunity to do some scenery. We had to undo so much of it, but we can definitely kind of freshen it up a little bit. Oh, this right here, we were gonna do something with that. This here's probably going to end up being a bit of a cliff. Kinda, maybe not entirely. And we got a little bit of room to work with some stuff over here. The railroad ends up running to the back. Excuse me. Alright, I'm thinking of a couple ideas for a new coaster back here. Could be an RMC replacement, or it could be just something totally different. Or we could actually just put the RMC that we had there back in this corner over here. It would fit okay. We'd have to work it out a little bit, but I think it would be able to fit back there. Alright, let me think about how to do this right here. Let's take the water up. Let's go back into the terrain. Now let me just indent that a little bit. Try to kind of even that. It is tough to see with this all being sand. And if I kind of want to just taper off some of these kind of vertical drops here. Not trying to raise the terrain up, but just, what is that? How did that get there? Lazy river jet. Oh, looks like we got a few stragglers. Oh, that might be, yeah, I think that's actually where the old lazy river was, around the mountain that we had. Those pretty much look like the only ones, though. Ah, excuse me. Ah, come on. Alright, let's see how that looks now. Back over there. Yeah, that's a bit better. Probably need to do a little bit of terrain smoothing. Yo, Ben Player, what's going on, man? No, put the water. Oh, gosh. We just flooded the whole park. There's a little bit of terrain sticking up right there. Let's undo that, get the water back at the right place. There we go. And we'll just click out there to exit it. So I might kind of taper that a little bit and make it wider. And basically have water surrounding this central mountain that we're going to use kind of as a basis for the park's centerpiece. That's going to be a lawsuit. Yeah, they can learn to swim, yeah. Oh, man. What's going on, Bralmick? Welcome. Way to go, Noah. That's pretty good. Look at the line for this. It is lengthened right back up. Strawberry Jam, what's going on, man? Volcano the Blast Coaster 2.0. No, because they actually don't let you build full circuit Intimate Impulse. I would love if they did, and it may be possible with mods. But I think that would be really cool. The purpose of this over here is just to be a centerpiece for the park, as opposed to having the tallest mountains all the way in the back. Have just one really prominent one in the center. You could put fireworks up there. I know. My thought is maybe on the platform just behind it, so where the fireworks actually explode, like just over the mountain peak, and kind of get people moving around in a ring. So we're gonna probably tear all of this. Yeah, the railroad's gonna take a massive overhaul. But we've got to figure out what we want to do back here and over here, and then break this and kind of merge this over here. Because basically beyond the entrance, this and this are kind of... my goal is to get them themed the same or very similarly, but we may not be able to do that, so I'm not totally sure yet. We'll figure it out, though. And then I think this over here, I'm trying to... we might even be able to cut the water off over here, but, or kind of reroute it closer to the coaster. Curve it back over this way, or maybe even back around here or something like that. Trying to make as much room for this to be like a water park. The other thing that I want to look at is a possible relocation of the B&M Hyper. I'm maybe considering shifting it over a little bit. No Vulcan Fury. No. Although I have been thinking about a volcano-themed area, which we actually could maybe do in this corner. I don't know. That's going to be tough. But I have thought of it, so there's a possibility that we could do something with that. I'm gonna step up real quick. We'll be right back. Man, I wish I could do flight sim up in the Yukon, where it is in the -50s. That'd be a little bit chilly, man. Alpenfury reference, by the way. I would build one. I might take you up on that. I think that would actually be pretty cool. Alright, let's get people cleaning up the, some of the bathrooms here. I don't know why these keep popping up in poor condition. Is it... Yeah, see, this doesn't make sense. This isn't poor condition. I mean, you are getting a minor penalty. But, you know, 69–70% is not really poor condition. That's why those things are popping up so fast. Yeah. You can clear most of those out. Let's get that cleaned. That's a big deal. Man, sorry, I'm just a little bit congested this evening. For whatever reason. Yeah, we'll have to tie some scenery together for this area. Alright, so we'll need to figure out something for this back area. An extension of the jungle theme, kind of over here. We've got the river rapids, which is just, it's tragic that nobody's really going on it. It's a real disappointment. Because this was a pretty popular ride. I mean, there's a few people on it, but not nearly as many as there used to be, which is kind of sad. I really had a lot of fun building this. It was tough, but it really came out nicely, in my opinion. Then the mine train isn't getting much activity. Well, now it is actually. This was in the early days of this park before I even built the surf coaster out over here. I remember spending a lot of time on this area, all the terrain and everything. I'm thinking maybe we'll reroute some of this and tie this together. I'd try to do something different with the whole pirate area. This will probably get relocated. You get pulled out of over here once we kind of build this up. Yeah, I don't know. Alright. I think I actually do have an idea for what I want to do. Kind of in this area here. Let's turn that all the way up to 30, but I want to turn the intensity down just a little bit. Let's kind of start working on this back here. Kind of gonna be a little bit of a lake or lagoon of some sort. Whoa! Whoa, what? What? What is going on? There's no pool here, but she's doing a group pool activity in the middle of air. And there's somebody over here too. That is bugged beyond belief. How does that happen? Like, what? Oh, man. That's a bizarre one. Alright, then what I think we're gonna do, now we're gonna turn the intensity back up. Turn the diameter down. And just kind of start caving away through some of this. We actually do have room to expand up here, so we may do something with that. But I've got a plan for this over here. So, I mean, we can fine-tune a lot of this. This must have been some sort of a... However this railroad gets routed. That's what I have not figured out yet. So for now I'm just going to build it parallel to the railroad track, more or less. We'll have to pull the water up there. And let's just taper that terrain down. And add the water back. My best reference is right over here. Come on. And how does that there? Yeah, we can do some terrain finesse. Like right over here and stuff like that. But that's a rough concept of how I want that to look. For now. And then what we'll actually do is take the water right back up. Kind of gap that back in. But then we're going to level all of this. So let's actually bump that up, bump this up, and we're going to level the whole thing right over here. Oh, why is the intensity 10? I had it at 100. That was weird. I was like, that's going awfully slow for 100%. And yeah, let's just take that up right over there. For now, that's fine. So, all of this is basically tied in. No. Yeah, we'll do the same thing right here. That way it kinda curves back around a bit. And I'm making this like almost a little bit of an island. Excuse me. Come back in here. Yeah, I mean, we can clean that up a bit too. But this is basically supposed to be more or less connected into the same area, or basically adjacent, very similar areas. Still a giant cluster over here. We'll work on bringing that up. Gonna work on redoing that anyway at some point. Yep, line is backing up right here. How long of a line does the coaster have? 12 minutes. Not terrible. So my thought is to actually take the train, run it back along this, kind of along the edge here. Have it pass under that hill. Run it back along that way. Replace the station somehow. That's going to be the tough thing. The queue looks cool, yeah. Yeah, this was pretty fun to do. Not really many people eating outside. Yeah, the restaurants are really not that busy. If you take a look at this. This one's making money, but this one's losing money. None of the tables are vacant, and this one's only half full, so... Or I'm sorry, all of the tables are vacant, I meant to say. And, yeah, this one's only half full, so... kind of balancing each other out. The gift shop is making decent money. That's making good money. So yeah, we can definitely do some stuff. I want to do a little more theming and scenery work around this coaster. Eye for an eye. Yeah, basically. I want to get some more water out over this way. Yeah, but we'll kind of redo that curve there. What I'm thinking is we're going to reroute this kind of a straight section out here and get it to run basically along the back of this coaster here. And, the hardest thing to figure out, I think, is going to be the placement of this station. It's going to be pretty far back and isolated. Hey, Jumpers, what's going on, man? This will probably get relocated, just probably more so repositioned. Did you hear Alpenfury? Yeah. Yeah, band player. So, I was doing a mountain work here, and Strawberry Jam said Volcano the Blast 2.0, and I said no for the purpose, or based on the fact that you can't do a full circuit intimate impulse in this game, which I wish you could. You may be able to with mods, but by default you can't. And band player said Vulcan Fury, kind of like an Alpen Fury reference. It's pretty creative, actually. So we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna reroute it out this way. Probably bring it a little bit further back toward the coaster. Get it to follow back here. Have it cross under this way. Have it pass under that hill, and get it to ride right along the back there, and out of the water. Kings Island, Cedar Point. Alright, so I'll tell you my idea here. I was thinking about some sort of a new coaster. And I want to keep the jungle theme going back here, this edge of the park. And my thought was to try to preserve the, kind of the Mamba theme that I had from before. So I'm just trying to think of what might be a good fit. You know what else we can do is try to clean this up. We can definitely reroute some path right over here. Go with curve. Angle snap is off. Make an exo dive for the jungle? Nah, we're not doing that. Dive could be pretty cool, but I'm not doing a 600-foot dive coaster. Just no. Alright. And we're going to start tearing up these over here. So, I think just for the meantime, what I'm going to do is just relocate these and clean this path up here. It's a changing room that we don't really need over here, so I'm going to get rid of that. But I am going to duplicate the toilet. Oh, come on. Let's move it, add to facility. And duplicate. Ah! No, only that. Duplicate that. Add it there. Pick the whole thing up and move it. And this is all just temporary, but at least these people will have something to work with. Let's attach that. Place that. Now we're moving the whole thing. No power. Alright, so we'll add power. This one here, what is this? Guest service shop. I don't think you really need that. But... and then what do we have here? Haya Sushi and Chief Beef, heck yeah. Let's make sure these are aligned with the building. Attached. Hell, we can pick these up and move them. What do we have over here? Drinks. It looks like, yeah, Cosmic Cow and Gulpy Soda. Alright. That's actually attached, I believe. This one is not. So let's just add that back in place. Let me just double check on this one. Yeah, it is. Okay. So we can pick the whole thing up now and relocate it. Let's actually tear this up first. turn that down. Fixing my old Zip and Pippin recreation and redoing it to make it better. There you go. That sounds like a plan. Alright, turn paths on, path and pool extras, and just demo all of this. We'll put some new ones down here. We'll need to add a power distributor. Alright, let's take these up now, place them across over here. Ah! We're bringing it into the air. That was not intentional. It's supposed to be going underground, and for whatever reason it dragged upward. What? That was not... That didn't go quite far enough underground. Okay. Let's lower that just a little bit more. There we go. Don't accidentally delete Brawl Mix Masterpiece. No, yeah. Trying hard not to do that. Don't really need the guest service counter, so we're just going to get rid of that whole thing. And then we're going to tear all of this up. I've put a couple necessary mods in the server if anyone is interested in downloading some. Cool. I'll have to check it out. What is this power? Nothing. So it's just there. Only thing we'll need to do is... Ah, shoot. Okay. So it actually just served as a connection point. But we're good there. Oh, we can run that there. Small gap right there, but it has power, so everything's good. This is a nice improvement as it actually shows the ride tracks and shows that they do have power, or do not, by highlighting them blue or red. So that there we actually don't even need right now. And if we wanted to, we could actually go clean some of the lines up. Now these will come in handy later on. Hear me out. Frontier should put Planet Coaster 2 in VR. That would be really cool. I would never do it. Hey Shem, welcome. What's going on, man? Yeah, I have no interest in VR for this game. Really, much at all. However, I know that would be very popular, and I think that would be a great addition. Yeah, let's kind of tear up some of these miscellaneous cables. They'll never do it, but it'll be so badass. Yeah, I just don't know. Tear that line up. It's not going to affect anything. Just trying to do away with some of the excess cable. That's really just cleaning it up from a... Ah! See that, like, right here. Where does it even tie into? That was going to nothing. Cookie, that's a bad word. Keep it family friendly. Dale, watch your mouth. I'm just... Oh, I know you're joking. I don't really mind mild profanity. Like, I don't swear on stream. I mean, I'll say a word if I'm reading a chat message or something like that, but I don't swear on stream. I don't care if you all use, you know, some mild words here. What I don't like, and usually people are really good about it, but would be like people going dropping F-bombs and stuff like that, which I don't go for. Like, I'll tell somebody to knock that off, but... I'm definitely not the swear police or anything like that. Alright. That is going to break a connection. So I'm careful to remove some lines. If we go back in and reconnect it this way, just trying to clean up the power connections here. It's just a little bit easier to kind of keep track of, in my opinion. I had to. Hold on 1 second. Actually, my chat hid that. I'll show myself out. I don't care. I was gonna say, Jimpers, get out of here. You're out. It's past your bedtime. You're a pirate, not a sailor. Arr! I think Dale's had a bit too much to drink tonight. Oh, man. Alright, so I want to run that to... no, hold on. Oh, that's running cable. It's supposed to tear it up. Did I, like, misselect something by chance? And then you just click on these dots, and that actually pulls up those points. Alright, now here's where I need to run cable. We're going to go from this to here. I think Jimpers ate too much of Mom's lasagna in her basement. Ah, oh, that's low. Okay, so that ties in there. We can tear that dot up. Not sure what's... Yeah, this is a... Oh gosh, okay. I can't even tell, like, where these are going. See, this is the tricky thing about how all of this is wired. I can't even see that message good. Yeah. Let's just get this stuff torn up over... Aha! Okay. Now I see exactly where this is. This is just confusing, the way all of this is. Alright. So we've got this central point over here. This is insane. You're now an electrician. I don't know about that, but... I just see where it's easier to run all of this too. So, an interesting tip, I think most of you probably know this, but in case anybody here doesn't, you can actually tie the entrance gates into your electrical grid, and they do provide a nominal amount of power to help you kind of get started before you really have to start going crazy building a bunch of power generators and distributors and stuff. And an engineer. I'm not an engineer. Alright, now we're going to run that out there. And then tie it into our grid over here. And tie into that. Alright, this is where we just have a few loose connections, and this is where it kind of gets confusing again. Yeah, see, this is bizarre because of the way these look like they're running kind of weird. Oh, you didn't know the power thing at the entrance. Yeah, it's a nice little tip. And everything is back-powered, and we did kind of clean up some. Not all, but some of the cabling, so it's a little easier to see where it's all going. We can get out of it. It's broken. Oh, it's repaired now. Now we got all that fixed. Okay. The green energy is broken. Let's see what the weather. Okay. Good stuff, though. Yeah. We'll need to do some scenery and effects around some of these coasters here. One thing we don't have over here are restrooms or staff rooms. They have to go all the way up to here or all the way back over there. So we could probably add a couple of those here. What we'll do is just come back over to here where we set those up previously, and we're just going to duplicate. Just lace them on the path over here. This is all going to get redesigned. But for now, we've got those in place there, so there's something close enough by that they can use. Alright, I have not done this. It's been an hour and 31 minutes that I've been streaming, and I have not done this yet today. I'm gonna open up a poll. Yeah, as I'm just kind of looking around. Alright, there we go. Poll is open, go ahead and vote. And let's see what y'all come up with. We're gonna end up shutting down the railroad at some point soon, so we can kind of reroute the track. Alright, so far 2 votes, one for a B&M wing and one for a new RMC. This would be an opportunity for somebody here to build something. I love when other people build coasters for me. For a couple reasons. Because number one, I'm not great at building most types of coasters, and I'm not very confident with even the ones that I do feel like I do pretty well. And 2, it gives other people a chance to kind of showcase their work on stream and kind of share the codes and stuff. It's almost like a collaboration on just one thing as opposed to like collaborating on a full park. JP, what's going on, man? Oi, mate, what are you doing? That was a horrible accent, okay? Don't judge. I just judged myself for it, so. We're just kind of doing some revamping of some stuff around here. Most popular, 23 Celsius. Oh, is it probably a little bit on the chilly side, but oh, there's only 4 heaters, and the suggested is 7. So, but it's fine. I mean, they're staying in the water. They're not complaining. The interesting thing too, No, guest needs. Their warmth is actually 100%, which is interesting. So it's not really... Not really too cold. No, it was British, not Australian. Yeah, I can't do a British accent worth just about anything. I can't really do a good Australian accent either, but I have better luck with that than British. And, well, Dark Hound Doom is here, and he could probably help me with it, but I don't even know how to properly do a New Zealand accent relative to Australia. Yeah, see, all of them, they have warmth at 100. So where you go in to look at that is back over here. And I think it's mild enough you actually don't have to worry about. See, I wonder when the warmth actually begins decreasing and affecting people. Because I don't see a single person in this park that is on the chilly side. I bet we could change that if we took some heaters out. We could actually experiment with that. Sun cream, everybody's okay. There were some people that were not at 100% from that. I bet in the summer that would change. But let's actually experiment a little bit and take some pool heaters out. And, we'll call it a science experiment. Just to see kind of how it actually... Also, I'm building a Christmas park. It took a couple hours to make the entrance building. Ooh. Alright, see here, now we only have 2 heaters in the pool, so I will expect the water temperature to... Yeah, it's already starting to drop. It's down to... So we gotta vote for a Mocker Intamin LSM. Man, 3-way tie. Y'all are gonna have to help split that. Yeah, the pool temp is dropping. Leaving a pool. Doing a group pool activity. Oh. Yeah, with the pool down to 19 Celsius. Now if we take another heater out, it's gonna drop down to about 18 or 17. And people are going to start to get a bit too cold. And then, yep. Uncomfortable. Yep. Alright, so I think now you're gonna see people starting to get cold. The warmth hasn't dropped yet. But that will likely change. Kind of just a reference of that. Maybe not. Maybe the ambient air is not, is not cold enough to really affect that. Yeah, now the pool is totally, almost totally empty. There's one person in it. Alright, let's add some heaters back. Could actually add 7 of them. Get the temperature back to... People will start getting in it as soon as we place these back in. Desperate, not helped by a lifeguard? He's standing right in front of a ladder. Just grab the ladder and climb out. No one rescued me from the water. Where are the lifeguards? Is there not lifeguard coverage right there? Pool safety... 95%. Yeah, I don't know. That looks strange. That seems bugged. Won't actually let him get out. It looks stuck. Alright, so we got another vote for RMC. Yeah, New Zealand accent is an odd one. I mean, our E's sound like I's, so pen can sound more like pin. And because I can sound more like you fish sounds like fush. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, so I'm gonna go with the new RMC. Anybody want to build one? What I'd say is try to fit it in this blueprint area over here. Doesn't have to be anything too extreme, but I kind of want more of a twister layout as opposed to like an out and back layout. Almost like something like an Iron Gwazi sort of style. I don't know if that's too complicated. Me. Okay. Yeah, I'd be curious to see. Oh, we didn't finish cleaning this up. JP says me. Band player says give me a day. Yeah, I mean, go for it. It'll be interesting to see what you come up with. Alright, let's add some benches, add some trash cans. There's really not too much going on over here. We can actually put that there. That's there. We'll tear that up eventually. What theme and what type of coaster? Again, it's an RMC. And then just kind of jungle themed. Like I'm probably gonna stick with the Mamba theme that we had on the old RMC. Couple of these back here. Yeah. Honestly, we could redo the station in the queue over here. Good day, mate. What do you say we get together later and throw a few shrimp on the barbie? Oh, that's a bad Australian accent. I'm not even gonna try. Alright, yep. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm gonna pick back up tomorrow when I can learn to talk properly. Just kidding. Yeah, but that was bad. Like, wow. Like, certain things I can kinda get the pronunciation down, and then other things I'm just like, yeah, that was bad. JP. It's from the opening scene of Dumb and Dumber. No, I couldn't do the Australian accent. Because it kind of got like a Boston accent there. Park the car in the Harvard Yard. JP, don't offend jumpers. Well, he put 2 stars, so kind of. Am I from an caps? Am I from another universe? What is sorcery? I guess you mean what is this sorcery? Yeah, the water temperature's up to 26. There's just not a lot of people in the water right now. And also, that was in that movie. I don't remember that. Yeah. A decent line for the surf machine. Not terribly lengthy. But anyway, I just had a brain aneurysm. I have an idea. Lloyd, I couldn't help noticing the accent. You from Jersey, young woman unimpressed. Austria. See if this over here. Yeah, the lines really are not long at all. Dumb and Dumber is one of the best movies ever. I highly recommend it for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. It is a good movie. If someone here could make a park about music or the 80s, actually, I'm gonna make a challenge for that on my channel. Go for it. Alright, I say I'd actually wait to do something with the railroad to see kind of the RMC remake. Disclaimer, not self-promo. I don't really care too much. Wedding Singer Park? Oh. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care too much. It'd be one thing if you were, like, spamming it or trying to post links or something, but that's not really much of a concern to me. So. And I'm already starting to run out of steam a little bit. Yeah. Why is this locked up? There's somebody, or not a ride up in the. Yep, exactly. It drives me nuts. Yeah, he's on the way back, but let's. Alright, drop him there so he can get back. And also, if anyone goes on Twitch, the #1 rule is no self-promo. I have learned from personal experience. Yeah. Yeah, that's a big no-no on there. YouTubers... It kind of varies a little bit more. But yeah, that's a huge no-no on Twitch. Is this the tropical biome? Yeah, of course. No. Dale. Fake news. Yeah, I'm gonna wait to do the railroad for a bit. What I can work on. There's maybe, yeah, maybe a little bit of terrain back over here. I'll try to mess around with some of that. Dale, are you trying to rage bait or something? I thought it was the Arctic with special snow palm trees. Yeah. This park is the Green Energy Biometric Zone. Oh my gosh. Y'all are nuts. Y'all are crazy. I'm wondering about maybe repositioning the wooden coaster a little bit. It's not directly across from the Gerstflower. Maybe I'm sliding it back a little bit this way. I might have to relocate that a little bit, but yeah, I'm probably gonna be on just for a little bit longer. Interesting how this has come out over here. Oh, is this, You gotta be kidding me! What in the world? These people are stuck on here. Alright, put him there. Get on... Looking for work. Like, get on the freaking coaster and run it! If you people are supposed to be heading over there to run the coaster, get on the freaking coaster and run it! Ah! Now this guy's going all the way across the park to get over here, and he's probably gonna do the exact same thing. Like, why are my attendants not running the coaster? These people... Yeah, they're probably pretty mad. Yep. Yep. They're mad. They want to get off. Fire them all. Bad staff. Time to go. I just know it's something that's bugged for some reason. Now we finally got somebody that's actually attending the ride. Awesome. Unstaffed 1 hour. I don't know why though. So it's just that 1 hour nobody actually attends the coaster. I don't understand it. Well, these people are all going to be very happy about getting off the ride, though. Finally. Except there's nobody on it, because the queue has been paused for that whole hour. And all that stuff again. Oh, hold on. Out! The guard got her anyway. Also, Cookie, real quick, could you save this park and put it on the workshop, because then I can fit this properly. Yeah, I can do that. I need to update it, so yeah. Excuse me. Where is the park? Oh, creation date. It's probably all the way on the last page. Yeah. Update. Save the park and upload new. No, I know how to do it, yeah. I was just trying to find the actual file. There's the code. Yeah, I don't upload duplicate copies of the park. Most of the time. Yeah, I was actually trying just to find the copy of the park from before. It's interesting, it goes off of creation date, but when you update it, it still shows up from the original creation date and not like the last updated. That's a change I wish they would make. Now I can tell that the stream is really delayed. Really? I'd have to look at the timestamps and everything exactly. I mean, there's usually like a 20 to 30 second delay. Shouldn't even be that much, but I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to reduce that. I'd have to look. Might be like a low on the OBS. I'll pull it up in a few minutes, Dale. Thanks. I had not forgotten about that. What? Hold on a second. Alright, somebody just broke that bench. Who did it? Breaking that has made me feel better. Ow! Oh, the guard got him! Haha! Get out of here! That bug. I got the code a bit before you were even in the thing to give the code, like to copy it down. Interesting. Yeah, I can't even change it right now. Yeah. I can't change it at the moment. I don't know why there's such delay. It normally should only be like 20 seconds or so. Alright, save it, and let's go into the workshop, take a look at that Christmas park. I'm not going to spend a ton of time looking at this, but, we'll check it out. If it's a full-fledged park, I'll probably take a glance, and we'll... Why is that icon there? Yeah, okay, so it's a... Additionally, T3 sucks! Alright, we'll check it out. It may be the file size. That could be probably. Yeah, so we'll check it out. Just peep it. Yeah, we'll probably do a little preview of it, and if it's extensive, I'll plan on another time to like fully go through it and stuff. Alright. I need to clean through some of this stuff. At least check the coasties. Yeah, I'll look at them. I don't know if we're gonna ride all of them. Maybe a few. Alright, so right back here are your little entrance pads. You got some heaters right there. You got... Is this a... Yeah, it's a waterfall. Kind of out of the rock. That's really neat. It's interesting that the waterfall... It's probably because it's an effect. And it doesn't freeze over, but of course all of this is frozen over. And you go up through here. Walk along the way. Ooh. I'm curious. Warmth 98%. Let me buy. You're walking by these heaters, except it's -4. Yeah, most of them are okay. It's probably pretty well heated going through this. Christmas Town. Look at that entrance. That's beautiful. Right there. And then you come in through here. There's your park entrance gates. Then you walk back through here. Oh, that's really pretty. A gingerbread house decoration for the restrooms. It's the Polar Express, the same one from JP's park. And you've got the railroad going up and around. Wow. Yeah, from above it's really pretty. This is a regular steam train railroad. Where's that first station? Yeah, right there. Okay. Parkour through wooden supports just to have fun. Kicked out of the park for doing that. Here's your second station. What is this? Looks like a nice little kind of country home. Entrance and exit. Oh, look at that. Look at the color of the queue there to get on the railroad. Look at the thick, oh yeah, they're full out trees with lights on them and stuff. It's actually pretty cool. It's beautiful through here. Got enough Christmas trees. You've got Brawmix Four Seasons Water Complex, and you got the updated one. That's good. So you got the surf machines back there. Did you add your pool heaters? It's like a hot spring. They're all happy. You don't need 43 heaters. I'll give you a reference. I mean, if you're not really worried about the power consumption and stuff like that and energy costs, then you don't have to worry too much about it. But when you click on the pool and it tells you, you go to temperature and it says suggested heater count, your pool will max out at temperature with the suggested number of heaters. So, I mean, in this situation, it probably really doesn't matter. But in a situation where you have limited funds or limited energy capacity or something like that, then you would want to be strategic with that. Overshot it a little. Yeah, oh man, yeah, I really like the view. The thing back up over here, it really doesn't give you a view of the fjord down here. Interesting too that this does not actually freeze over. Oh, that was cool. That's got to be a new effect when you dip down through the icy water. You hear like the ice crystals and stuff, and you pop back out. You actually can see kind of some of those effects out on that. This is not me nitpicking at all. I think though, if if you were able to have something set up right here on the edge to where you get to overlook this absolutely beautiful view here in the winter, that is just marvelous. That would be so cool if that was a possibility. Turn the fixed sun off. Well, it's really not going to change much right now. We'll turn it back on. 3 in the afternoon. 4 in the afternoon. 5. Ooh. Look at that at night time. That is absolutely beautiful. Like, wow, that's just really pretty. So, like a beautiful morning. Man. I will turn that back off. So the overriding weather effect. To get it kind of that Christmas town sort of effect. But this is a really good location for this, and it looks beautiful. You've got the railroad that goes around it. So that's your second station. And it cuts all the way back in and around to here. So your station, or the track from here all the way around is significantly longer, which is going to lead to increased delays at that station. It's kind of interesting, the way you strategically plan on that. Alright, I'm not going to spend too much time in here. But we'll take a look and kind of just glance at a few things. Golden Wing Company, which is neat. You've got the got some vending machines and some seats. Hot coffee, that's pretty cool. Hot chocolate, pip soft juice, latte love. Restroom, kind of this old brick, like railroad station looking building. Couple restaurants right back over there. That was really cool. That's just a decoration. It's pretty. Look at the Christmas tree with all the presents right there and the people walking through the presents. It's a destination for VIP exclusive members to Brawmix Resort. This is beautiful though. Look back over here, you've got just a Memento Toys, the Village Shops, Pip Shot Juice, Hats Fantastic, Looney Bloons. Oh, more Christmas trees. Do I hear Max Stormcloud? I think I do. Yep, so you got the Wizard and Queen Splash right there. Oh no, that's the aquatic. This is really pretty going all the way down this way. I do hear it. Okay, so I'm looking around and I just don't see it yet. Another Queen, yeah, got a couple Queen Splashes right there. There's the Gulpy. The song is coming from a coaster. Oh, so there's Bodhi. A Viking. There's the aquatic mascot. Where's Max Stormcloud? You got some skating penguins here. That's actually really pretty. I like that. That's real pretty over here. That's pretty cool. Beautiful house with the Christmas lights. Oh, you know what this looks like right here? This looks like the house from A Christmas Story. No, I just didn't make my way all the way down to them yet. I'm just looking at the different shops and then came around this way and got to the houses here. A couple of these nice facades here at the shops, more Christmas trees. Another house right there. Is this one from the Santa Claus? Nah, that one might be... I don't remember exactly which one, to be honest. Christmas Vacation. Oh. Yeah, this looks really cool. All through here. Actually, if people walk inside here, Santa's toy shop. Oh, it's a modular souvenir shop. Wow. That's real pretty. Get the nutcrackers and stuff in there. Hot coffee, hot doggies. Wow. Stuck in the tree. Okay, yeah, Home Alone. So you get the railroad station. Okay, this is back at the front of the park here. Got the Intamin Blitz over here. Got the new parachute, kind of Christmas themed. You've got a Christmas teacups ride. This is absolutely gorgeous. Call it like eggnog cups. This looks like one of the new Vekoma. Nope, not Vekoma. Yeah, the E&F Mylar Kitty Coaster. That looks cool with the Penguin Express. Yeah, that's cool. That's beautiful. Look at the entrance. Looks like you've got a penguin stuck up in the air on the radio platform or something. Oh, look at the synchronized. That looks really neat. Can I open it? The Great Glass Elevator. Make a Wish. This is cooler than anything I'd come up with. Yeah, this is really creative. Oh yeah, it's the Willy Wonka factory. A few more shops over here. I like this is kind of set up almost like a European, like, Christmas market theme. The penguin what? Oh, the penguin ride was still in testing. Okay. We've got a restaurant kitchen here. That one's actually closed. What else over here? So just some other shops. Kind of for decoration. Get those up there. Yeah, this is real pretty. It looks like a little Christmas market. And then you've got the... Oh, I see. Yeah, these are like counters. Set up like little Christmas stalls. That's really neat. Super pretty. I love the way this looks. This is absolutely gorgeous. Some more counters. Restaurants. Couple little gift shops. Desserts. Oh, yeah, okay. Hot dog squad and latte love and cakes. Great class elevator ride. Oh, this is the entrance for the Intamin Blitz. There you go. And we come back over here, we have a DynCorp wooden coaster. Look at the stats there. Looks pretty good. Got a couple interesting, it's got kind of like a dive loop. Couple helices. Tunnels underneath the snow. That Wonka coaster, Bromik just took over the executive director position on it, and it's phenomenal. Yeah. That looks like a really fun one. What is this here? Oh, the new gen, the Vekoma STC. That looks like fun right here. The wild reindeer. Oh, that's cool when it passes through the building and actually clips that. These trains have a lot of depth to them because they sit like really low underneath the track. Gerstlauer. This one is a Eurofighter. Bonka's oil and steam. Looks cool. I like that. Bromik built the wild reindeer and it's got a special place in my heart. Looks like a really fun coaster. Alright, I'm going to open this up for a poll. Because I'm going to be getting ready to jump off. But I want to do a POV of at least one of the coasters. Excuse me. Alright, I'll let you all vote. We'll just keep taking a look around for a few minutes. We've got the toy box area. This is a Vekoma kiddie coaster. Nope, it's not a kiddie coaster. It's a tipper coaster. Well, wait a second here. I mean... Yeah, that's really intense for one of these here. I hate Woodies and I voted for the Woody. So it's one of these Vekoma tilts. That is a fast. I wish they did ride photos. I would have bought one for sure. Yeah, this is really pretty back through here though with the toy box racer. Okay. Yeah, it looks really neat. You've got a few kind of spare decorations. Looks like another kind of plaza. I like these like triangle canopies and then the lights over one of those. This is cool. Coffee, hot dogs, pizza, burgers, beers. What is it? What a tilt without a tilt? Yeah, it ends up becoming basically a Vekoma looper. And you walk through here and pass a few of these shops and stuff to go through the thick snow. Gingerbread houses. These trees are beautiful back through here. Path down this way. Okay, so that probably takes you up to the Woody here. Oh yeah, that's way out of the way. Look at this right here though. That's super pretty. And then the reindeer coaster right here. Look at the ice. Whoa. That's wild. Must be some pretty deep water. Maybe not terribly. Then you break out of it there. Yeah, this is really cool though. I like the I really like the scenery. Looks like you got some good coasters too. I love this. I would absolutely take that and put that into a Christmas themed park. Alright, so far we've only got a vote for the Woody and a vote for the Intamin Blitz. Well, get a couple more people voting, but try not to tie it. But I'm going to be jumping off in the next couple minutes here, so I've got time for a POV for one of them. Guests are desperate. Many guests are cold. I actually want to check that out. Warmth. I actually don't see that many guests that look cold. Could have been an old notification that didn't clear for whatever reason. Oop. And you can take a look there and see the temperature effect. Nice and toasty right there under that heater. So that actually sticks out. Some heaters around the coaster. That's actually pretty cool. And then, yeah, all throughout there. These actually have a decent radius. Yeah. It's got a 16% chance of being struck by lightning. Ah! Whoa. Alright. Actually, we'll just do that. Alright, somebody vote, please. Break the tie. So we're either getting on the Intamin Blitz or the Woody. Just go on the Woody. Yeah, we'll do the Woody. For the love of God, watch it. You know, a lot of trains backed up. Alright, let's check it out. Oh, shoot. Have I ridden the Reindeer Dash yet? No. No, I was looking around at some stuff. Let's say. We'll probably get back on these coasters tomorrow, because I gotta be jumping off here in a minute. It's a cool look. Head down through the snow. Yeah, he does great coasters. Ooh. A little abrupt up at the very end. Overall, though, that looks really smooth. Looks like a really fun coaster. That's some real good stats. What, 97 miles an hour? It is 94 meter drops. That's about a 300 foot. That's like a Giga Woody. It's cool, the helix through here, the dive loop. It's a fun coaster. Alright, real quick, we'll check out Bromwich Reindeer coaster. And this is going to be the last one tonight. We'll do the other ones next time. Yeah, I'm already getting it, Dale. It's a cool element right there. Whoa, that's neat. Yeah, that's beautiful. Look at the station. That's gorgeous. Yeah, that was a really cool coaster there. Good night, Cookie. You're the best. I appreciate it. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That's a really neat coaster. Alright, that's a good point to leave it, so I'm going to go ahead and jump off for the night and I start getting ready for bed. I gotta get up, go to work. So, we should be picking up tomorrow, most likely. And I'm actually taking Friday off, so I'll be able to do some more stuff on Friday. But yeah, that's gonna do it for tonight. Great job with the park, Dale. It looks really cool. Looks like a ton of fun. I really love the scenery, and we'll come back at some point and check this out again and take a look at the other coasters. But we're gonna leave it here. We'll probably pick back up tomorrow evening about usual time. And as always, until then, folks, take care, stay safe. Ho ho ho. T3 sucks. We'll see ya.